What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Trevi Trev, and I'm back with another video. Wanted to make this quick video before I go into the gym because, bro, I just got off of work. I still got my stuff on, no badge, no name, of course, because, what I'm about to say, it represents my beliefs, my personal beliefs, but I'm talking on a subject that's basically heavy on my mind because I do work in the federal government. I do experience certain things, and this will affect me. But, I wanted to speak on this because a lot of people are fearful of what's going to happen next. And as a member of the federal government, I wanted to kind of give my perspective, which are entirely my own opinions, not the opinions of the Homeland Security and all that other stuff. But this is my entirely my own opinions on what I think about why the federal layoffs and DEI and all that stuff. I wanted to talk about it because a lot of people, they get it twisted. And then I see a lot of people, they operate out of fear in terms of what's going to happen and what they should do. So I wanted to make this kind of video to tell people not to be fearful because honestly, I'm gonna give y'all my opinion. This federal layoffs, federal buyouts, all that stuff like that, I don't think it's that big of a deal because honestly, it doesn't affect me personally. It doesn't affect me personally. And even if it did, I have a second source of income. Like I could go full-time with the military, or I could become a teacher, or I could go back to school, or I could work in the corporate business field again. And I have a lot of options. I don't put all my eggs in one basket. So when I see people operate out of fear and they fearmonger about what Donald Trump is doing, about what the government is doing to people, I get like frustrated because people don't research anything and they don't truly understand. And yes, I'm going to be honest with you. Some things are messed up to certain people, right? Some people, they're getting the wrong end of the sticks. Like my friends who are LGBTQ or whatever, they're getting done dirty. They're getting done dirty and they can't even do certain things and they can't even perform the same jobs as us. But me personally, this does not really affect me and the average federal worker because the average federal worker, they've been working for a while. And also, like, if they score decent approval ratings, like if you were me and you scored a decent amount of approval ratings, or if you were the average federal employee who does good on their approval ratings and doesn't get fired, this doesn't affect you really because, you can't really just get fired. You can either accept the layoff or accept the buyout, or you could just leave on your own will. But, a lot of the things that are going on in the media, they're saying like this and that. Trump's a dictator, Elon's a dictator. And that's not the case because things have not really changed that much, except certain divisions are getting funding cut and things like that. But, that's all posted in the news. So when I see people talk about this issue like, oh, Trump's a dictator, Trump's this, Trump's that, I get mad because I'm like, bro, that's not necessarily the case. And in no means, I don't like Trump at all. I don't like Elon at all. But, I'm a member of a person. I'm the type of person that believes in facts and what's actually going on. And from my point of view, not much is changing, bro. In fact, in my division specifically, I've seen more people get hired. But, a lot of people, they like to say, oh, this is big government. This is a dictator. I'm like, bro, you have nothing to fear. And if you have a second source of income, even if it is a dictatorship, go work for somewhere else. Go work in the private sector. You have different options besides just complaining on the internet and talking about things you don't know. And if you're like me and you truly don't believe in like all this crazy stuff going on, you can always just leave. Because the beautiful thing about America is you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want despite the consequences, and you have a lot of freedoms that are unafforded to a lot of other people. So when I see people talking about these things and being fearful, especially a lot of my coworkers, I think to myself like, damn, bro, there's nothing to be afraid of, bro. There's nothing to be afraid of because, if you're capable, if you're competent, you won't get fired. And even if you do, you could find another job just like that because people will want your skill set. Like if you're in the military like I am, or if you have a skill set that companies want, they'll hire you right out the gate because it's not hard to beat the average person today because, the average person does not work hard. But if you're a hardworking person and you learn the technology, you learn how to use AI, you learn how to adapt your resume, you learn how to do different things, you could find a better paying job and a better opportunity if you truly look for it and you truly search for it. So if you're a federal worker, right, don't be afraid. Just be ready for whatever comes. Have that second source of income if the government shuts down. Have that second job lined up if you need to make extra income. Or take a better position in the government if you feel like yours is about to close down. Because a lot of different departments are going to start hiring once the freeze is over. And you can do a lot of different things if you hold your ground and you stay in there. And, this is my opinion entirely. But I don't think anybody should take the buyout or anything like that because Mr. Trump has a reputation of not paying people. So I wouldn't trust a single word coming out of his mouth. But, you know, he does seem to have a plan. And, you know, this is only my first year in the government. But, you know, I kind of just say, you know what, I'm just going to weather the storm and keep going because I got a good thing going and a lot of things going. So if people are getting cut, I'm going to be the last one on the chopping block. But if you're not, if you're fairly new, don't be afraid. Don't buy into the fear mongering. Don't do any of that stuff. Just focus on what you can do currently and understand that the nature of life, things happen, things change, things die out, things improve, and there's a variety of things going on, and you should research things using your own independent mind rather than just taking the hearsay of what's in the news or what people who are bitter on the job have to say. But, you know, there's a lot of things in place, and you want to just be well informed, and you want to make a good informed decision. But, you know, a lot of people are going to say this, and that, and a lot of people are going to be fearful. But you got to be solid and strong. And that's just not about just working. That's just in life. You know, sometimes in life, you got to weather the storm and you got to be competent and you got to do your own thing. But honestly, don't be afraid of the institution. Be afraid of the people running it. Be afraid of that and what you can do to change it and stop these people from doing certain things. Because you elected these people. You know, I made a video called I Didn't Vote. So I can't have a stake in either candidate because I didn't vote to support it. So when I see things just going on, I just go to work, keep showing up, doing what I can do. And if things change, I'll adapt and I'll admit I'm wrong and I'll just go from there. But a lot of federal workers, they're operating in fear right now, and they shouldn't do that because their lives are at stake, families are at stake, and there's different things going on. And if these incompetent fools are doing things bad, you shouldn't join in on them. You should have a plan A, a plan B, a plan C, and you should not rely on them to save your life. But anyway, I wanted to talk about this, and I wanted to see, like, basically give my reasons why I'm not afraid and why you shouldn't be afraid. So, you know, this is just a quick video, and I'm about to hit the gym, take all this work crap off, and just be myself. Because at the end of the day, I'm a human being that just works for the government. But I wanted to give my opinion. Hopefully you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you think. And I'm out.